I am standing in for Randy Robbins this year. Unfortunately, Randy couldn't be here, although he really wanted to. So I'm not near the orator that he is, so it's going to be short and sweet. Welcome, everybody. We appreciate the effort y'all made to get here. We look forward to having enjoyed having you here, and look forward to spending the night, maybe tomorrow morning with you. Now, even though Randy can't be here, I called him and said, hey, Dorothy's asked me to give your introduction. You're welcome. Is there anything you want me to say to the group? He sent me an email.
I'm going to start reading early this morning.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't be finished.
But he did want me to express a sincere love for all of y'all, the fact that you're here, and keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He's having a hard time right now, as well as several other of our classmates. Finally, like I said, I want to keep it short and sweet. We do appreciate everybody that made the effort to be here. Look forward to spending some time with you. And Dennis? No?
Well, yeah.
Before we do anything else, Dennis has something he'd like to say.
I think it's awesome, and I love seeing all y'all, and there's not very many classes that have anything like this. And the big part of it is because of a few people that put a lot of time into this, and that's Dorothy and Leslie. Where's Leslie? Where's she hiding? Come over here. Just a little token of our appreciation.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
This is blank, just so you know, it's not real. I said, Randy really is disappointed he can't be here. He's made them all that he could, but this guy was just too much.
Speak up.
Pardon?
We can't hear you.
Oh, okay. It was a very emotional moment for me. Robbins is really sorry that he couldn't be here. But then, I just don't have to go with mine. Anyway, I think y'all can hear me in the back, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, better? Okay. He's really sorry he couldn't be here. He is our fearless leader, has been for a long time, and will continue to be that as long as we're the class of 69 classmate elect. Yep.
Mary Nell, you're on. If everyone would stand, please. On your paper, on the back of it is the school song and the fight song. trying to hand off purple bags. Please take some purple bags home with you. And there's some koozies over there, and there are also some pins to go on your lapel, or your hat, or wherever you want to put them. So please help yourself to all of that. Also, over here on this counter is a card that Tanita was gracious enough to bring, and it's going to go to Ronnie Gurley. So after after the program this evening and we're all mingling, please take time to write a personal note to Ronnie Gurley. I think he'd really appreciate it. And Tanita surprised me tonight with a wonderful thing that she wants to do. She has written a poem, and I think it applies very well to our class. So Tanita. Woo.
I'm Tanita Cooper, and I'm from the class of 1972 from Crane High School. And I've had the best time of my life, I guess, spending a lot with y'all for the last several years. Yeah, my class never does that, so. Anyway, thank y'all for including me, and come on, eat cranes. Anyway, I wrote this poem in 2020, and it's titled, I Am Red, White, and Blue. I was raised in a small town, probably just like you, going to school with a bunch of kids I knew, and graduating with them after many memories accrued, Friday night lights, volleyball games, and band. The sports seasons, the teachers, the classrooms were grand. Our future was God-based, respect, integrity, and a promise that hard work and education brought about success. In a school, in a nation of liberty and justice, a flag that flew on the school's front lawn, in the gyms and field of play, gave us pride as we stood with our hands over our hearts. Yes, we stood without delay, pledging to do our level best to be worthy and competitive at every start. Our brains were not altered by drugs and the devil, because our preachers on Sundays warned us of the evil. The right kind of fear from parents and counselors was accepted with belief and faith from our ancestors. We were white, we were black, we were brown, and we were all of all hues. Together we lived and competed for titles and crowns, trophies and dues. It was a team effort all through our youth, because we knew there was no other way to be honorable and true to our God, our parents, our teachers, ourselves. Our school annuals bring tears to our eyes, because when we look back on the good old days that were limitless and wise, our innocence and humility for one another was lifelong ties. Somehow we committed to life with morals and values. Our parents' guidelines for stern, placid visions. Our natures were born under a godly rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Wow, what a privilege to be kind and show love, concern for one another to our sisters and brothers. God bless this context, this content of good, in contrast to those who don't angry. I believe because their souls are so hungry. I believe because the bread of life, God is for all to have and share. Yet their interests are altered by a world of snares. I'm so glad when I sing, oh say can you see, by the dawn's early light, give me a chance to stand and feel God's light that was given to a soldier or citizen, an athlete of our nation. My hope for a new day, a new cause, a new promise is that with God all things are possible. And I wanted to insert this to my grandson who's 21, his name's Dylan, and I said to my grandson, an athlete. It was so in a small West Texas school where I was with my classmates, red, white, and blue, and purple and gold.
Okay, we're getting ready, we're gonna have dinner first, and then we have a surprise for all of you tonight. We have a speaker for you, and I'm very excited to have her here. I'll explain more about that later. Bobby, would you bless all of us and the table that we're about to receive?
Thank you, Dorothy. I tell you what I think, and I've told several people, is I think we've all been blessed immeasurably by being able to grow up in Crane. I think the whole time frame was better back in those days as far as honor of country and things like that, but I honestly believe that Crane was kind of the epitome of that. I don't know exactly how to put it in words, but we had safe homes, we had safe schools. Did we ever have a shooting on campus? I mean, that just didn't happen back in our time, but in our own school, we were so blessed with that. And we was talking amongst ourselves about the thing, just living in the Crane area, that the teachers, the school system, the pastors, the ministers, all the folks, it was just such a blessing. You don't need to stand with you and just bow our head, and we'd ask the Lord for blessing. Dear Lord, we want to thank you for the many blessings that you've given us. Thank you for allowing us to live in such a nice community where we can be friends and we can enjoy the many blessings that you bestowed upon us. Thank you for this food. Help it to be a nourishment to our bodies. Be with those that have prepared it. Be with those that have organized this event. Lord, we thank you so much for each one of our friends. God bless us and give us a good evening. We ask these things in your name. Amen.